All right, we good. To all the graduates, I have a story to tell y'all. It's called The Second Earring. Now, I had a goal. I wanted to make this speech so special for y'all. I flew in yesterday from Atlanta just for this. I woke up early this morning. I started getting dressed, getting all fresh. I said, man, I can't wait to speak to y'all because this is a special day and I want to do a great job. And I'm in the mirror, I'm in the bathroom, I'm putting my clothes on, I'm putting my earrings on. After I put my first earring on, the second earring slipped out of my hand and it hit the ground. So I said, all right, cool, let me turn around, let me find it. What you think happened? I couldn't find the second earring. No big deal, no big deal. I had a goal to do a great speech for y'all, but when I couldn't find the earring, I started looking for it. So I'm searching under everything, and I can't find the second earring, y'all. Meanwhile, time has passed. I got about 3 feet worth of dirty clothes in my crib, in the bathroom. About 3 feet of dirty clothes piled up. So I started moving the dirty clothes out the way, looking for the second earring. You know when you move dirty clothes out the way, out your pot, it starts stinking. So I was like, oh man, it smells all bad inside of the bathroom, but I'm looking for the second earring. Next thing I know, I looked at my watch, and an hour had passed by. I still ain't find the earring. I'm still looking. 2 hours passed by, and I still couldn't find what? The second earring. But then I had to remember, I said, wait. I had a goal when I woke up this morning that was way bigger than whether or not I have a second earring in my ear. I had a goal which was to come here and do a speech for you all. And I thought about it and I said, oh my goodness gracious. The second earring is just like what you're going to experience in high school and in life. The second earring is a distraction. And in high school and in life, we have to learn to never let distractions pull us away from our ultimate goals. Now, how many of y'all have goals for your life? Just make some noise, raise your hand. Yeah. So, when you get to high school, that's when I really want this to set in. That's when I want you to remember this. When you get to high school, it's full of distractions. You're going to see a lot of people fall off. They're going to really fall off when you get to high school. Because distractions are going to take them and just make them do things that they can't shake back from. But if you know that you have a goal, no matter what that distraction is, it'll never pull you away from ultimately what you need to be doing. So you know what I did? I stopped looking for the second earring. I stopped looking for it. I said, I won't be distracted because I have a goal. So I had a bunch of important things to do today, mainly to come here and speak to you all. And that's exactly what I want y'all to know in life. Never let a distraction pull you away from your ultimate goal. Now, for those of y'all who don't know me, I'm from right here in New Orleans East, right there, 6601 Dwyer Road, right? When I graduated middle school, I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I did not know. How many of y'all don't know what you want to be? Be honest. That's perfectly fine. I don't expect you to know when you're in 8th grade what you want to be when you're going to grow up. You're still growing, you're still learning yourself. But when I got to high school, one thing I knew is that I wanted to do something positive with my life. I knew that much. So that let me know anything that's a distraction, I need to stay away from it. That's the main thing you have to know, is that you were not put here to go to jail, you were not put here to start gang banging, you were not put here to get caught up in negativity. You know that much, right? We're on the same page, y'all know that much. So since you know what you're not here to do, you know what to stay away from. And trust me, everything falls into place and it'll make sense in terms of your life. How many of y'all right now think that you can be anything you want to be? Really? So what about when something bad happens to you? What about when you try your best and you fail? Because that's the type of thing that happen in real life. You give it your all and you don't do well. You might fail a test, you might fail a class. A family member might pass away. Your own family might start hating on your dreams, thinking you trying to be better than them. Ooh. Your friends that you sit here with say, yeah, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. Hey, y'all might fall out. Out of all the people I went to middle school with, my whole clique. It was a small class just like this. We got some that's dead, some that's in jail, some that are just existing. But you weren't put here to exist. You were put here to be great. You heard me? You were put here to excel. In high school, never forget this, y'all. It's not about doing what's easy. It's about doing what's right. Alright? In life, it's not about doing what's easy, it's about doing what's right. And what I mean is, when I went to school, I could have said, man, I see what everybody else is doing, let me just start doing that. But something kept me away from it. Something kept me away from the drugs and getting the guns and wanting to go out there and just wild out. Something kept me away from it. And then it led to me going to college. When I got to college, same thing. All of my friends who I started out school with, none of them graduated. My own roommate started selling drugs out of our dorm room when I got to college. Yeah. And this was one of my best friends. So I had to do something that was mature and request a room change. So when they switched my room, guess what happened 2 weeks later to him? He got busted. The dogs busted in the room, the drug sniffing dogs took him away, and it just started a downward spiral for his whole life. I didn't do what was easy, but I did what was right by switching rooms. Alright? Now this is what I want y'all to understand. After I graduated college, I had to get something called a real job. And I became a middle school math teacher. So that's what I was doing. I was teaching middle school math. While I was doing that, I said, man, this teaching stuff is cool. And no offense to the teachers, because I love y'all. But I noticed that all of my students were looking up to rappers. They were looking up to rappers. So I said, you know what? I want to be a rapper, because that way I can have people moving to my songs and listening to my messages. But once again, I had a choice to do what was easy or to do what was right. To do what was easy or to do what was right. What's easy is, oh man, I'm going to be the light-skinned Lil Wayne. Like, I could do that for real. I promise. I know all his lyrics. I can easily spit that. Like, I'm cold. Like, I'm gifted. I'm blessed, you know, when it comes to rap. But I felt like that was easy. I didn't feel like that's what was right. Because I know that the talents that God gave me, you know, our God is a God of love. So any talents that you have, how many of y'all got a talent that you don't even have to work hard at it, but you just talented at it? Yeah? That right there, you're supposed to use that talent to make the God that gave you that talent feel good and look good for saying, yo, that's why I gave you that talent, because you're making me look good. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do something that's not easy, but I'm gonna make music that has a message. When I do this, that don't mean I'm a blood or in the Illuminati. When I say 3 years old, that means be real, be righteous, and be relevant, right? Yeah. I say I'm gonna make that cool. That's what I'm gonna do. And if it takes me longer to get where I have to get, that's okay. That's okay. Because it's not always about what looks good, it's about what feels good in the end. Let me ask y'all a question. Hold on. He said, what's the question? Would you rather have this or this? All right. They said they rather have a fat one. That's what they call it, a fat one. But what you don't know is, although this looks good, what kind of bills is that in there? That's $1 bill. This is a total of $99, y'all. That's all. It's $99. But this right here, these 520s, what do they add up to? 100. So if you really want more out of life, it's not always about doing what looks good at the time and what's easy to point to. But it's about really thinking and saying, yo, hold on, if I really want more, then I might need to look into this and take the option that's actually right at the end of the day. You feel me? So don't jump at whatever looks easy, whatever looks good. Alright? Hold that for me. Thank you. But the main thing that I want y'all to know is that y'all are special. The main thing I want y'all to know is that y'all are special. This world is full of distractions, just like the second earring. When I couldn't find the second earring, I started to feel stupid. I started to feel dumb. how could you drop this earring? Oh, you got this old messy bathroom with all these dirty clothes. Man, I'm just messing everything up. But when I remember my ultimate goal and what I was already chosen to do, man, I'm going to give a great graduation speech to a bunch of rising scholars today, to young kings and queens. All of a sudden, I stopped worrying about the second earring, that distraction. I stopped worrying about it, and I remembered how gifted I was, and how called and how chosen I was. That's how I want you to feel. Don't look online and say, well, look at these people with all these followers. Look what they're doing. They must be lit, and maybe I'm not if I don't have what they have. No, you already have what you need to succeed. You already got it. And you didn't even have to work for it. It's already in you. Your personality, your brain, even the obstacles that you go through, they make you who you are. So for me, the main thing that I want y'all to understand is to embrace who you are. Don't get distracted by the little things like the second earring. What if I would miss this speech today? What if I would miss graduation and say, Dee-1, he couldn't make it, we gotta find somebody else. And if they would have said, well, why couldn't he make it to our graduation? I thought he was coming. Well, he couldn't find his second earring. How would y'all feel? Yeah, what you mean, D? Dang. If I couldn't make it here because I couldn't find my second earring, that would feel so crazy. And that's how everybody in this, what is this, a gym. That's how everybody in this gym is gonna feel if you don't live up to all of the potential that you have in life. We're gonna feel like, man, why not? Because I see the smiles, I see the energy, I see the intelligence, I see the joy, I see all of that on y'all faces, and I know that, oh yeah, it's some awesome, amazing young men and women. So if you don't live up to your potential, everybody's going to be like, dang, they must have got distracted by something like the second earring. Because when you look back on your life, you're going to say, dang, that stuff was so small that I used to worry so much about. You know how much time and money I done spent trying to be cool, trying to wear a certain clothing brand, or trying to hang out with certain people? Man, you should never have to force your friendships. So when you get to high school and you're around a whole bunch of new people, I want you to be cool with whoever loves you for you. You heard me? I'm talking to you right here, partner. Yep. Whoever loves you for you, that's who you hang with. You should never have to change or conform or dim your light to be cool with somebody. If anything, you need to want to be cool with people that challenge you to want to be better. How many of y'all got friends that challenge you to be better? Yeah? All right, Michelle. All right. Call your friend name out that challenges you to be better. Ooh. Some of y'all ain't saying nothing. All right. All right, all right. And I mean that. I mean that. Now understand this. Before I get out of here, this is the last thing I got to tell y'all. When you shine your light, it's going to expose a lot of darkness. And when you expose some darkness in this world, that's going to make people mad. That's going to make people resent you. And they're going to try to trick you out of your position. People will try to trick you out of doing the right thing, making you think that the right thing is wrong. People try to tell me, D, the way you rapping, man, people don't want to hear that, man. Why would people not want to hear the type of music that my mama and my grandma could be proud of and say, that's the young man we raised, yeah. Why would people not want to hear that? If I'm making the type of music that can make my family proud, that can get kids, adults, and anybody rocking with it, I know in my heart I'm doing the right thing. And that's why I will never stray from what I stand for. In everything I do, I will strive to be real, be righteous, and be relevant. And in everything you do, I want you to strive to what? Be real, be righteous, and be relevant. It's that simple, yo. It's that simple. Now don't get distracted by something as small and insignificant as the what? The second earring. That's right. And make sure you shine your light. And when you shine your light and you expose darkness in this world, just know that you are doing what you were called to do. Once again, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't sniff, I don't pop pills. I don't even curse up in my music, but it's hot still. I'm all in the hood and I ain't even strapped. Simba, burrito, you're lying in your raps. Look, I be making them think. If you about rapping about something real, we should link. I had started going crazy once I signed me a deal. First rule about showbiz, none of this is real. I learned that the hard way. The devil mad right now. We've been arguing all day. Hello? What you want? I did your work in the past. Yeah, you paid me a little, but ain't none of it last. I done learned my lesson. I don't want to work for you. No matter what you pay me, I can't spend no verse for you. Hang the phone up. God got my back, y'all. Why panic? Who cares if you die rich if you ain't died now? I used to be a math teacher, y'all. Now I'm rapping. Selling hope instead of dope. All my students clap. Hey, I drive a Honda. I don't push a Maybach. But 7 months ago, I finished paying Sally Maybach. Yeah. Look, they ain't want me in the game from the get-go. So I crept through the window like Broadman from the 5th floor. Look. If God tell me to, I does it. Young kings, stop looking up to these fake gangsters. They puppets. We ain't got no role models, just a bunch of lying rappers. I work like a slave, but I serve the right master. I Rise Academy class of 2017. I look forward to seeing y'all futures, man, because I'm invested in it at this point. Thank you for being great.